Hello and welcome. How are you all? Thank you for joining at this this early hour. I'm having this live stream a bit early because I've got things to do tomorrow, so I can't be having a late one. Put it that way. So if you're watching this at 7 o'clock this evening, good evening. Yeah, the voice is sounding a bit different maybe because I haven't got my directional mic because I've got to charge this phone. I've been very, very busy all day doing unboxings and other videos and things for this next week. But yeah, I thought I would kick off with building the Eldritch Omens. It's going to be, it might be about 3 hours, this live stream, but I'm definitely going to be building the Warpsmith. I know what weapon loadouts I'm going to go for him, but for the Autarch, I still cannot decide. One thing I will say is the rules for the Warpsmith, is they're pretty much exactly the same as in the Chaos Space Marine Codex. So the only difference is he's got a Thunderhammer now, but everything else the same. And the Autarch, there are some differences, not in the profile, but in all of its weapon loadouts and options and things like that. So we're going to start off with the Chaos. I think I did say I'd probably build the Chosen. I think I might do that next weekend. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. I don't want to overstretch myself, and I've already said that Wednesday would be the final video of the live streams of the Lego AT-AT, the 8080. So anyway, let's get straight into it and let's get building. So this is the Warpsmith. We'll crack on. Hope you're all well. Whatever you're up to today, please do put it in the comments. It'd be great to hear from you. If you've just been watching me play Uncharted, that's cool. Been really enjoying that. I think I'm almost finished. I've completed all the Uncharted befores, all the Uncharted games before. So it's nice to go back, but that was many years ago. Yeah, I couldn't even believe that Uncharted 4 came out like 2016, I think, like almost 6 years ago. Yeah, crazy. Anyway, A1. I've decided I'm going for the helmeted version. Even though on the artwork and things is the helmetless. I do like his red glowing lens eyes. Very reminiscent of Killzone on PlayStation, if anyone has ever played that or heard of that. Shoulder pauldron wise, I just don't have a clue. You've got an option. Well, you've got an option of the left shoulder pauldron, so I think I'm just going to go for that one. It's not boring. And this one's quite cool. I like the layered plates, similar to the Imperial ones. So there's my spare parts already. I've decided to go for the hammer instead of the axe because hammer's new, hasn't been in the profile before. So A1, searching for it. There it is. It's hidden in plain sight. But yeah, whatever you're up to today, whether you're building, you might be building this set, or you're painting or building Titans and things, do put it in the chat below. Hope you're having a great Saturday and a pleasant weekend. You may even have some time coming up. really nice power plant and tendrils and things. Oh, that's a bit windy out there. Okay, A4, A5 with this. Oh, interesting. So we've got some spikes, data spikes. A7 at the top, and then A8. I think this is probably the closest we'll get to a Doc model. Okay, so I have started the Forge Fiend. I know exactly what loadout I'm going to go for. Go for that one. But I haven't even kind of looked at the Heldrake yet. I mean, the axe is cool, but so is this Thunderhammer. Okay. Oh, you had a pleasant nap. Nice one, Maxim. Nice. Yeah, I woke up earlier than I wanted to this morning. I tried. I'm not tired. I don't feel tired. I just, yeah. Would have rather had a bit more sleep. Okay. So it's actually the other side. So they go this way because it's like a drill thing. Okay, A11 is easy to work out. That's just the other side of the claw. The claw. On that side. And then you've got A12 and 14. Where's that? Oh, okay, so 13 is something different. And then you got 15 as well. Where's 15 when it's at home? It's right at the end. A15 goes to A14. Right, okay. Got to remember that. A15 attaches to this one. And then these two, you've got 13 there. And then I think 12 is the lower one. Yeah, it looks like this is the lower one. So many, like, arms and mechadendrites and things on this one. I think that's it. You know, what did we have? Like 25? 25 pieces. That's going to be in a box, though. Same as the Autarch. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. Is that Nagash's sword on the bits tray? Yes, it is. Yeah, that's Nagash's sword, because I've completed Nagash and built him a little while ago. So, okay, right. Let's clean these parts up, pop him together. I'm doing very well with my lighting. I might get a new lamp at some point, but probably get a new chair before I get a new lamp. We'll see. Seem to be spending a lot of time modelling recently, so I'm sat at this desk. Okay. And so a big shout out to Element Games. This is where I got these from. Definitely would recommend if you're in Europe, really. You know, the price is right, checking them out, because you're helping the channel and building up your crystals even. And then they can be used for your future purchases. I mean, it's great getting, you know, 15-20% off, but then it's even better when you can get that percentage off and you can use your crystals against them, or even just buying like direct from GW minis, like something like the Monolith. Is it the Monolith? No, the Tesseract Fault. If you get some of the direct minis from GW, but from Element, and then you use your crystals, then yeah, you're getting a discount that GW can't give you. Because yeah, normally you don't get discounts for direct GW things. Now, with this model, I don't think the modeling is going to be a pain. You just got to keep your eyes open for these. You're so stoked for the box set. Oh, nice one. Oh, that sounds good. Wood modelling. Element Games isn't in EU anymore. Oh. I didn't know that they pulled out completely. That is quite sad if they're not. That's a shame. Well, hopefully you can get a discount from somewhere then. Getting the Forge Fiend is quite the downer. Not for me. I've never had a Forge Fiend or / Mauler Fiend before. I mean, if you've already got one, then yeah, I can understand that. But I don't know. Were you expecting a newer miniature? For me, I think it's quite cool. I don't know. What would have been better, guys? Like a Forge Fiend or Heldrake? I mean, the Heldrake would be cool if they had that in the set, because then it could chase down those jet bikes. But yeah, I'm all for a mini that I've never had before coming to the channel. The last time you ordered from Great Britain, you paid additional tax. Yeah, it's one of these things, isn't it? If you're ordering from abroad. Oh, you've got 3 sitting around. Yeah, well, I can see why that's a bummer. It's kind of like me with the oh, what was the set? Was it the Grey Knight set? No, there's been a couple of Battle Forces where I thought, oh, that's a downer. But the reason why it's been a downer is just because, like yourself, I've had a lot of additional kits lying around. So yeah, it is when you got multiple, but I've never had one before, so looking forward to it. I don't know which is the easier kit, the Heldrake or the Forge Fiend. I think the Forge Fiend is. It didn't look too complex. Neither of them did. And I guess with the Forge Fiend, Mauler Fiend, you get a load of spare parts at the end. More than the Heldrake, I think. Do you think that Chosen will come in a separate box later on? Definitely. Like, don't ever feel like the fear of missing out. Don't ever let that take hold of you. You know, I get the models as quick as I can, because I haven't got an NDA or anything, and give you the unboxings and reviews as you know, as quick as I can, you know, for the channel. But yeah, these minis will come out, and I don't think it'll be too long before they come out either. I mean, the Chosen are quite a from what I can see with the unboxing, and I've looked at the sprues a bit more closely now, they're a decent kit, lots of options and things. So yeah, definitely come out separate, but they'll probably be your typical £34 or so, I think. Yeah, it's another thing, isn't it? The price increases, but we can all moan about the price increase of everything now. So, oh, okay. Well, you're more experienced with the Forge Fiend, you know. I haven't got. I can't really comment on that yet. Not until I built it. They're both the Forge Fiend and the Helldrake are both come out in 2012. So, I mean, what would you have preferred in the set? Some Terminators? I mean, that'd be quite overpowered though, wouldn't it? Having a Warpsmith. I mean, a Venom Crawler? That'd be quite cheap because it's a monopose, easy build figure. It would have needed to be as something to go with the Warpsmith, right? I mean, Terminators and Chosen in one box set would be a bit OP going up against Rangers. Although, you know, kind of narrative-wise, it might work that there's an elite force of Chaos Space Marines and Eldar Rangers, Scouts have spotted them. Could work that way. I mean, you know. I don't know, I just feel like it should have been some kind of demon engine. So, if not a Forge Fiend, I wonder what. I might change this glue out because it's getting a bit. Sometimes the glues after a certain time, there's hardly any left in it anyway, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Right, so apparently they want you to put this in kind of there. Really bizarre. Really bizarre place they want you to. Okay, well, it sort of goes in there. Lovely. Right, now if we can just get this to fit as well, we'll be sailing. Sort of down to the last dregs of this glue. I don't know when I started it, so. Right, put some legs on him. Why was there no commentary during the Uncharted stream? Because there usually isn't. You've asked that question. Why didn't you watch the rest of the Uncharted streams? The reason why there isn't commentary is because I don't have to, and I choose not to. I have it with I don't wear headphones to play the games, so I have it with the full surround sound and things, and the directional mic picks that up. And people, more than one person complained that there was an echo, so that was another factor in me deciding to do it. And I think it draws you out of it as well. It draws you out of the experience, and you know, there's only another thing is I'm talking for 3 hours now. So if I've just talked for 2 or 3 hours, and then I talk for another 3 hours, it can get a bit much. And I just get the impression that sometimes my commentary over video games isn't. Yeah, it's just not the most exciting, really. Can't really think of what to say when I'm playing. Like, oh, what's that? Or, oh, let's go over there. I mean, there's only so many times you can hear that. And yeah, the sound of the game goes over it. And I'm not gonna sit and play that and it, you know, affect the environment for you guys, you know. And it probably would as well. Like you know, when you listen to commentaries and things, and like the game sound drops a little bit, and you know, there is that. So I don't know, Hasmate. I don't know. Like, I've literally 20 minutes ago started this Warpsmith. You're saying 2006 Chaos Space Marine. So yeah, I haven't even got any 2006 Chaos Space Marine. So again, you're gonna have to ask someone else that one. I've never collected Chaos before. The first Chaos I collected, again, if you watch the channel and you're up to date with the videos and stuff, you'll probably find out that in 2018, well, 2017 is when I started Death Guard, and they were the first Chaos I picked up, and the main reason I picked them up was I wasn't going to, but you know, the models look so cool that I did, and then yeah, I just started picking up Chaos models. You know, when they had their new release in, I want to say like 2019. I don't know why, but I want to say like 2019, the start of 2019. You know, with Vigilus. That's when I purchased like my first sort of real Chaos Space Marines, I guess. You like to see the return of Space Marine Centurions? When you say the return, do you mean like just have a Primaris version? Yeah, that'd be quite cool. Have a Primaris with a massive suit of armor, like bigger than Gravis, I guess. Considering that they're only bringing out new models soon, why not include only models? Wood modelling, you are years out of date, my friend. They've been doing this for years. They've been doing it since, well, I say that they've been doing it for since 2015, so it's about 7 years. They've done that a lot, where actually you've only had 2 new models. The Forge Bane set is a good example, and that was what, 2015, 2016, maybe, might even be 2017. But yeah, they've done that in the past. There have been, look at, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, and we can only speculate unless we actually work there, but there must be reasons why. Like the Sisters of Battle, you couldn't have really put any metal models in with that first army set, so that's the reason why all those models were brand new in their army set. For Black Templars, I think they could have swapped that Redemptor with the Sword Brethren, which is a cheaper kit, you know, and it was all made and set up then. But yeah, I just wonder if the Sword Brethren were in that set, whether anybody would buy like a second set individually. I don't think they would. I think it would be, you get the Sword Brethren in the Black Templars army set, and we're good to go. That's it. Why would we need to get a, you know, unless you're like a true Black Templars collector, and then you, yeah, you probably would. But people like myself, to get new things for the channel, no, we wouldn't get a repeat of it. So yeah. And yeah, I can see if you've already got 3 Forge Fiends, why that would be a bummer for you, but I have 0 Forge Fiends, so it's actually really quite cool for me. And it's good for the channel too, because you guys get to see a model that has never appeared before. I mean, let's face it, if they did put Chaos Space Marine Terminators, I probably would do like a review of them again. I doubt their rules have changed much, but you guys have already seen that a few years ago, like a couple of years ago, so yeah. I don't know. What would you have liked to have seen? Like I said, I've already asked that question, but what would you have liked to have seen in the set instead of Forge Fiend? Like, that isn't too OP, because they're going against Rangers here, right? They're going against Rangers, you know. You got to understand that that's what, you know, they'd made that decision with the Eldar minis, so that's what they went for. I like the theme of the box. I like how you've just got Eldar Rangers in there. I think it would have been a little bit odd if you had Rangers and then the new Guardians, but I don't know. Still would have worked. That just means we've got to pick up the new Guardians. We'll see if they are the pre-orders next weekend. You know. Yeah, as I said before, don't be shy. Put in the comments what you're working on today, or if you're just chilling out. Or if you hurriedly decided what to buy on the websites before the price increase in a couple of weeks, two weeks or so. Right, I think we've done everything that we need to for that, so let's just tidy it up. So these are the spare parts that I'll have. Another head, the plain shoulder pauldron, and then the axe head. So, right, next, let's put some legs on him. Okay. Nice one. Thank you for the kind words. Yeah, I guess it could solo the Eldar army. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Heldrake though as well. Like I've never built a Heldrake. You just have too much stuff, Red Sampler. Oh, nice one. Matrix, you working on your Slates of Darkness warband? Oh, sweet. Sounds cool. Yeah, I'll make sure with the jet bikes, I'll make sure to keep my eye out for any gotcha moments. Don't you worry. Wood modelling, you're painting Death Guard. Oh, nice. In the normal Death Guard colours. I say the normal Death Guard colours, you know what I mean, like green. Or are you doing a different variation? I don't see many variations of them, you know. Thinking about it, I wish I had painted mine different than the normal Death Guard green. Likewise with the Custodes. I would like a force of Custodes that are like white and orange. But one day. Maybe I get a small contingent and white of orange and another contingent of like black and white and orange? What am I talking about? Yeah, white, orange and gold, yeah. And another contingent of like black, orange and gold. I don't know. Oh, that sounds good. Thanks for the reviews. Thank you, Tabletop Dudes. Thanks for the reviews about the Slaves of Darkness models. Currently painting up my own Wild Hunt inspired slaves now. Yeah, fantastic. Working on old metal dark angels already. Keep currently knee deep in milliput filling gaps. Oh, okay. You saw my fugly review? Okay, I don't know whether that's because of what was in that review. I don't know. I can't remember. Probably a review of, you know, something that I did years ago, maybe. But thank you for the kind words, everyone. Really keeps me motivated to continue making this content. Excellent. Alright, so we've done those and that. And then this, the mold ones aren't as bad as like Leptis Mechanicus, are they? Let's face it. You're homebrewing some Night Lord's army. You need that Warpsmith, but you're too broke for the box set. Just wait, random Night Lord. Well, unless you've got like a game coming up, and then yeah, you're gonna probably have to sink some money in it. Or maybe you've got someone you can split the box set with, who has, you know, they can take the Eldar. If you were to get the box set, I don't think you'd have many issues in selling the Eldar items in there, especially the Autarch. But yeah, if you just want it for the Warpsmith and time isn't an issue, I'd definitely just wait, hold out, because he will be available separately. They usually are, but let's hope it's not as long as Gaskell was. Gaskell, can you remember Gaskell, guys? Oh wow, Gaskell took like, I want to say like a year. Stop me if I'm wrong on that one though. He definitely took his time. Tell you what, these Grey Knight combat patrols are taking their time too. When did that Thousand Sunspot set come out? I want to say October for some reason. So yeah, good old Castellan Crow is taking his time. I mean, this is the thing. If you play regularly, then I can see why you'd get box sets with special characters. But if you don't, like me, then you know there's no harm in really waiting. They're not going anywhere. Chris, what about the avatar? I think the avatar looks cool. I think when they're crisp and clean, I think, yeah, I'm in agreement with like the paint job that they've gone for. Yeah. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the paint jobs that have gives the look of the crisp and clean version of Eldar. I think that's their 40k sort of paint scheme at the moment. Very crisp, not cartoony, but like clean lines and things. I think that's what they're going for. Yeah, I do wish they'd go sort of more grimdark, obviously, but I've got a theory of why they have their paint schemes the way they do, sort of to catch new players' attention. Is, you know, usually a lot of their mantra is about getting new hobbyists, new people into the hobby. Because once they have them in the hobby, it's quite a, I say slippery slope. It's not. It's difficult for people to get out of the hobby. Once you start building collections up and things. I think that's one of the reasons, though, with their paint scheme. I thought these macadendrites would be a bit of a pain, but they've got to be clean themselves. I wonder if we've got some kind of... Okay. Fine, that's okay. Right, that's those done. I think we're in a good position to start gluing some more, so let's do that. 40k early access, yeah. I guess so, yeah. Thank you, Maxim, thank you. Early October, yeah, wow, those Grey Knights are taking a while, aren't they? Oh, yeah, the Avatar, yeah. That's my favourite model of the new ones that are coming out. Yeah, really looking forward to that. I sort of want to do the... I want to equip them with the axe, though. It's close between the axe and the sword. The axe is just giving me the old God of War vibes. It really is. And with the shooting attack as well. Oh, if ever they animate the Avatar, not like they did in the animations, but if they ever animated it, you know, in something else, yeah, I'd love to see the Avatar throw the axe and then it come back. Now, these feet are a bit strange, I have to say. The right foot is a bit... Oh well. No, I think that works. Okay. Got these 2 pieces to do, and then we've got this hammer. I'm going for the Thunder Hammer because I know, you remove 1 to hit, and his weapon skills are crap. So pardon my French. His weapon skill isn't very good anyway. It's a 3+, so already he's going to be hitting things with the hammer at 50-50, and he's only got 3 attacks. So yeah, but it'll be the highest strength weapon he has, and that's another reason why I haven't gone for the axe, because with the axe you've only got 3 attacks, so he's not going to be terrifying in combat, especially not compared to the Autarch with its spear. I've forgotten what it's called. It's got a really fancy name though, that spear. Anyway. You have the sword in the right hand, axe in his offhand, and a spear on his back. Fair enough. Yeah, he's definitely the Avatar God of War then, isn't he? He's marching to war with all of those melee weapons. I don't know, the left hand dripping with blood has always been a mainstay to the Avatar art and model, so I'd want to sort of keep that. But there's probably a way you could do it. Maybe. So put those dendrites on, and we'll clean this up, and we will drill the hole in for the plasma pistol too. And then we'll concentrate on the power plant. So fear not, I will be live streaming the build of the Avatar and probably some of the newer Eldar releases. If you've got any preference, please do put it in the comments, but I definitely would like to live stream the Avatar at least. Maybe do a live stream of Morgan Ra and the Dark Reapers. I never got the old Dark Reapers. Well, I got the metal ones, but I never got the fine cast plastic ones either. Do you think you'd get the World Eaters if they came out? I wish Games Workshop would do more Chaos Space Marine sub-factions. Yeah, definitely, Alex. I think they will release a plastic Angron, and another like Imperial Primarch, probably, maybe. But if they release a plastic Angron and he's an incredible model, yeah, I think I probably would. Just a very small force. I'm totally in agreement with you. I think they should do more factions, more guard factions too, though. That would be great if they did more guard factions, because there are billions and billions of planets, aren't they? And guard are the most numerous of Imperial forces. So yeah, it's a shame we've got so many Space Marines, and you know, I wish they'd just put the brakes on a little bit for Space Marines. But Space Marines sell, Primaris sell. And they're a business, and they're going to keep making things that sell. I think especially now more than ever with what's going on, with price increases and things, I think that will fuel their decision making even more. I wonder if they'll drop any of the specialist games, or stop making models for them. I hope not, but hey Krieg, how you doing? Yeah, that's a good point. Imperial Guard, they do sell, yeah. Not as much as Space Marines though. I think I remember reading somewhere that Space Marines sell more than all of the other factions put together. So, yeah, which is quite a lot when you think about it. They're the poster childs, you know, they're more popular than Age of Sigmar. They're just incredibly popular. But another question is, why are they popular? Are they popular because they push them a lot? Are they popular because they've got more models than any other faction? More units than any other faction? I mean, it's like a chicken and egg kind of thing, really, with that one. Okay, this is the Warpsmith's big staff thing. It's a huge handle for the Thunderhammer. Yeah, the Krieg model's brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, well, that model is definitely a project. I'd probably say it takes the longest out of all of them. That's because it's got a massive instruction book, right? No, because it requires a lot of cleanup and I say a lot of repair. Then you've got all the internals, which is it's better to paint the internals before you glue them as well. Of cool range, and yeah, there's quite a few factors, I think. It's a shame they don't go into it. They might go into it themselves. I don't know. I think I'm probably naive when I think that it's just a bunch of shareholders asking them which sells the most. It's a bit more in depth than that, I would think. I kind of wish they'd invested more in the Siege of Terror, though. I know we've got those 2 plastic models coming out, but it's not like they haven't had 15 years or so to plan, or even going back like 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago, when Horus Heresy was gaining traction. If they'd have known about the Siege of Terror and the novels and things, they could have, you know, put something in place of, all right, well, this novel's coming out, so we're going to release this mini that features in this novel. I'm not asking for them to like bring out all the characters in each novel, just one per novel would be cool. And now they're starting to do that, so they're playing catch up a little bit. Catch up with themselves. Yeah, we're going for the Thunder Hammer, mainly for the high strength and the rule of cool. Because it's not just like a Thunder Hammer that is flat at the end. Some of the older Thunder Hammers that the old metal Terminators that came equipped with like 20 years ago looked like they were so thin, and they looked like broomsticks, like they were just carrying around brooms. And then you compare that to this awesome looking hammer, which will have, it'll go on like that, and then it'll have, it's kind of like got teeth on it. So cool, like a mallet, like a, I want to say meat tenderizer. That's probably what this chaos Warpsmith uses it for. A tank tenderizer. There we go. Have a bit of that. Well, if you're installing a game, and a big game at that, Kriegsman, just drop the quality of my video down to like 144p. I'm sure you can probably still hear my voice. Anything to, you know, speed up your download speed, and dropping the quality of this video would do that. What's your opinion on Primaris Marines? You think they're lame and made you stop collecting... You think they're lame and made you stop collecting regular... Okay, right. So, like, kind of... So Primaris stopped you just collecting any Marines? Okay, interesting. All right. My opinion on them is... If they'd have come out and just said, look, everyone, we're up in the scale, or we're making Space Marines the size that we originally wanted them to be, we're not going to change much of the size of other units. You can still use your old Space Marines like forevermore, because it's like base size really. But we're going to do that, and we're just not really going to be kind of designing and creating any of the old Firstborn Space Marines anymore. I think people will probably like accept that a bit, but what they did is they just changed the lore, and they just integrated into that as a explanation, and just said, oh yeah, well, we've got, you know, so many Primaris that have been, you know, laid dormant for all this time, and yeah, now we're waking them up. Yeah, it's definitely shoehorned them in, didn't they? I think some of them look cool, don't get me wrong, you know, and I think their scale compared to like Guard and things, and Eldar in particular, works. But then the whole thing about not being able to fit them in Land Raiders, where you can fit Terminators in there, or you can't put regular Space Marines into the... It's just, yeah, it's just it's disjointed. But the most criminal thing is Scouts as elites. I'm never going to live that one down. And I'll be furious if they go back to troops in the next Space Marine Codex. They better stay as elites now. That's it. They better own that decision. I get it from like a commando point of view, but you go to scouts and then you train as either a devastator or assault. Then once you've done both of those training, you're then a tactical marine. That's the order of things. You don't go, you don't start off as you don't start off as a space marine straight away and then use Terminator armor and then become a scout. I've never heard of that. Yeah. You know, you kind of like training to be a space marine. You know, you have not yet been able to use the power armor or anything. I understand what I think the main reason they did it is people were taking scouts just to fill up troop choices, troop slots, which is a shame that like a game mechanic has influenced like lore. It's but I think that happens a number of times. Oh well. You're watching this on your phone. Yeah. It would be affecting it because you can still choose the quality on your phone. So I think on the top right, you've got the little dots or something. You can still change the quality. If you go into like advanced settings, like if you go video quality, there's higher and lower, and then I think advanced, and then advanced you can specifically pick the quality. So it's the socks. Yeah. Phobos for me, it's the missing pauldron. That's I say Phobos. Yeah, it is Phobos. The Reavers. That's what does it for me. But then again, the Executioner had a missing thing, didn't he? It's getting dark already. Oh, it's 4:10 here. So there is only one way of putting this. The teeth. Oh, that looks really cool though. I like that. Just attach that onto there. That is one solid Thunderhammer. Ruler cool. I really like the it's just a tank slapper, isn't it? Really, it's a tank opener, tank tickler, tank tenderizer. Right, I need my little drill bit to drill that hole out. So I think it is behind this. Here she is. I think that's quite a big drill, so might not work. I always wondered if the look of the Space Marines was more of a copyright thing than them changing the Eldar name to Eldari. Well, they've always been called Adeptus Astartes. You know, Adeptus something. Thank you for loving my videos. Thank you. You say the set is terrible. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you later. Go and enjoy the rest of my videos. Right. Okay, so we're going to drill this in. It's a bit of a big drill bit, but we'll go for it. I need to find myself another, like, other than a Dremel, I need to find myself another one of these that can actually hold the smaller drill bit, because I think it's under a mil, the other one I've got, but oh well. Because I find it's just all right for pistols and bolt rifles and things, but when we start talking about like smaller pistols, like Sisters of Battle Bolt pistols or guard weapons, then it's a bit too big. Yeah. Yeah, I do like the Zone Mortalis set. I don't think I own any Zone Mortalis things. So, but I don't have a board out all the time. So, if you have a board out all the time or you game a lot, yeah, by all means, go for it. Now, this is an odd one because one of the heads, I know why. Right, okay. So this head, the helmeted head, you can kind of move left or right and things, but this head has to go in with the plug and socket because the wiring at the back feeds into, I think, the power plant or the back of his armor. All right, I get that. I'm not going to put the head in just yet. I'll put the arms on. Well, actually, I should be putting these things on first because we've cleaned these. So we've got the clippers that go in first, and I have no idea. I think like that. Oh no. Clippers go on the left side. He says. Well, they should do. All right, so clipper. That's really quite cool. Let's put this on. So put that in like so. That's quite cool. And then this for the drill. Yeah, the drill mechadendrite sort of snakes in on itself and then out. They're both aiming at an enemy. Probably to get like a cheap shot on it or something in melee. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we'll put the Thunder Hammer on first because I think it connects. No, we'll put the Thunder Hammer on first because it's a plug and socket. Whereas the plasma pistol is a flat contact point. Okay. So that will only go in one way. Probably nothing stopping you from cutting that peg off though. Just if you wanted to. Oh, that looks cool. Yeah. He is pretty sweet. Yeah, looks good. I like that. We'll put the plasma pistol in now. Now, plasma pistol does sort of have a choice of where to go, but we want him Excellent. It's nice and level. Good, good. And while we're at it, we might as well pop his head in. I will be building the autark in this stream as well, just to let you know. So I'm here for a few hours. If you like, you can put it in the comments what loadout I should build the autark in, because I have no idea. That's the look I'm going to go for. He looks a bit derpy at the moment because, you know, he hasn't got his shoulder pauldrons on yet, but that is soon to change. Okay. We won't put the shoulder pauldrons on. We'll put all his power plant and things on first. Great. So next stage will be the power plant. So let's prepare these parts. We haven't glued them onto his base yet, but that's done. Power plant with these. I suppose the quickest one is just the claw thing first. So let's glue that on. Then I'm going to have to put my light on, a big light, because it's all of a sudden it's just got a bit darker here. In sunny Norfolk, it's been very sunny today. It's been a lovely day. It's always nice to have a sunny day on your day off. Certainly got some cues from the Lord Discordant and the Helldrake and the Forge Fiend. I think it'll go very well with those minis. I like how there's conversation breaking out about who are the goodies and who are the baddies. I mean, it's just grim dark. Like, even I say the goodies do horrific things. I mean, the supposed goodies where there's a taint of chaos or corruption, exterminatus. I mean, you know, and then there's the other side of, well, if you've got heretics and Xenos fighting the Imperium and cutting down their numbers, you got to remember that Imperium numbers are just huge. It's kind of giving less food for the Tyranids. So it's sort of like, yeah, there's so many. That's why that's why it is the best universe. It's so good. Warhammer 40,000. It really is. It's my favourite universe. Science fiction. Right. Yeah, we did those. So let's just. Okay. Yeah, we can clean this up a bit. Exactly, or you're just fungus sampler. Exactly. Yeah, the moral ambiguity that presents itself in many examples, scenarios in the 41st millennium is such an interesting facet to the lore behind our hobby. You know, that you've got the supposed good guys that are so righteous and fervent with their religious doctrines of, you know, the emperor protects, like do everything for the emperor, and you know, that they're above question and things like that. Like, you know, right, we've got to burn a whole planet in the name of the emperor. Okay. But then you've got the other side of the coin, which is the chaos gods. I mean, the Tyranids can't really be blamed because they just want to eat. They just want to consume and consume. And the orcs, they just want to have fun. Orcs. I'm sure there's a song about that. But then you've got chaos. You know, you've got Necrons, which are the you know, the oldest race in the galaxy, and they're waking up. You've got Eldar, which are a dying race, and they're kind of, you know, they made a couple of mistakes along the way. I mean, okay, like the Imperium hasn't got the best track record, but did they birth a god? I mean, so there is that. But they did have the galaxy burn, so there's that too. And then you've got the Tower, which are just the new kids on the block, just trying to expand. They're just a simple race trying to make their way in the galaxy. No, they're not. They've got cool mech suits. Right, I think I will clean these two bits and then clean the power plant up, put it all together, put my light on, and we'll start the autark. I don't know why YouTube's blocking your comments whenever you put like the word evil. It's really strange. Like, I don't know what their trigger is, but apparently the word evil is. So. I don't know. I think the word evil itself has lost a lot of power. But not in the eyes of Google, it seems. This is, I don't know whether this is the flamer or the melter, but apparently he is equipped with a melter and a flamer. So there is that. The old Warpsmith only had a flamer, didn't have a plasma pistol. So the plasma pistol and the Thunderhammer are both new additions. I was looking at the old Chaos Space Marine Codex earlier, and it's still a very, very good book. I'm wondering if they can top it. The Eldar one looks like they might be able to. The real question is will the Eldar Codex be £33? Oof. Imagine paying £40 for a Codex soon. I say soon, in a couple of years. Just doesn't seem right. Okay, that's those done. Yeah, they do want you to connect it all before you put it on him. What's everybody's thoughts on Morgan Ra anyway, while I'm filing this skull down? Not a massive fan, you know. Not a massive fan of him. But then again, I was a big fan of the previous model. I own the previous Morgan Ra model. Yes, he is painted. Where do you keep all of your Warhammer? I like to keep mine pretty subtly, and store it in my wardrobe. You must have a room. Enjoy your reviews. Keep it up. Oh, thank you, Warren. That's really kind. Yeah, in the Titan boxes mainly. You'll be surprised how many minis you can fit in one of those, especially if you layer it like 2 or 3 layers. You can, you know, unless you get tanks. But even tanks, like I've got a Mastodon in one of those boxes. I've got Spartans. The only things you can't really put in them, well, you can sort of put Reaver and Warhound Titans in, but you can't put the Nemesis in or the Warlord. They have to stay out. You can't put Thunderhawks or big flyers in. But yeah, I put them in the big Titan boxes and a few other boxes. I do display a few, but it's mainly the ones that are ready for review that I have out, because that serves 2 purposes. 1, I can see what's coming up in the review, and 2, I can see what I haven't reviewed. So it's a cheeky extra bits of sprue that we need to remove. Hello, Romario. I haven't heard from you for a while. Hope you're well. Yeah, speaking of Games Workshop cases, they haven't really brought out many cases for a long time, have they? Sort of stuck with those Crusade cases and Battle cases. I wonder if Forge World would do any cases for their larger models. This is the melter. I found the melter. Excellent. I'm just noticing how dark it is getting on the screen, so definitely overdue to put that light on. Alright then, so I'm pretty happy with the way those mod lines have been removed and disappeared. What I probably would do is just run over this this little joint here a little bit more. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Good. Just close it up a bit more. Right, so didn't need to close that. They want you to put these on first, so it looks like we're putting the melter, oh no, the clippers here, and then, well, they put that underneath. Or have they? It's really strange. That's fine. Right. I think this is the lowest piece. Right, so we'll put that on. That's gone kind of around itself. So we'll put that on there. Be so careful now. Nice. It might need a little file around after as well. Now what they've done here though is they have so where is the piece that I've just put on? There. Right, okay, that's fine. That's why it's in blue. Okay. Just want to make sure of that. Yeah. They look so similar from the back. You know what I mean? Like, both of these things look very similar. They could have picked a different angle, say. Nice. And then they're putting this like that with these trailing off. Oh, that's clever. That's okay. That's quite clever. Yeah, I like that. It's quite cool. I think I probably needed the thicker glue for this bit though. We'll see if this holds. So they sort of sandwich themselves in. And then maybe a trick is to connect them on the underside, which you're not going to see. Yeah, that goes together pretty decently actually. I haven't built the Chosen yet, so I can't really say. What I will say is there's plenty of weapon options and posability, so there is that. You build an Arrowman, nice, nice. Okay, right. Now I think we can pop him on. I think we've got one more Mechadendrite thing to go. Which is this. Ah, that goes on right at the end. So they want you to put the shoulder pauldrons on. Okay, we can do this. chosen this shoulder pauldron for there, and this for this one. Kind of thought that would fit on nicer, but thought it would be higher up. That's what I mean to say. Then, yeah, we can put this on as well while we're here. I wonder if that is actually going to be part of. Yes, it is. Good. Goes on quite well. Quite solid. And then the final piece is this thing here. Lots and lots of, definitely a Doc Ock model. Quite cool. What is this, some kind of like laser or something? Or just a grabber? Come on. Oh, come on, Super. Time's a ticking. It's quite a difficult piece to get round and put together, though. Magic. Absolute magic. Might be worth giving that power plant a bit of a tight squeeze. I'd probably say leave off the head until right at the end. And also you're going to need a bit more to join that up. Much better. Right. Now I'm going to put him on his base. You don't have to do this, of course. You can paint him separate, but I think he's going to be easier to hold if you glue him on the base and then paint him like if you're using like one of those painting handles. If you can find it, you know. Other people might be using it. Who knows? Right. So if I pop him on. It's difficult to kind of figure out where to hold him, though. I will say that. Now, if we put him towards the end of his base, I'm trying to find out, like, how have they angled him? They've angled him. I think they've angled him like that. No, they haven't. They've angled him. Yeah, that's how they've angled him, so that all of his mechadendrites and cables and things are on the back. Worth gluing them down, yeah, but a bit tricky now. Kind of like a Adeptus Mechanicus issue here, where we have some of the. There we are. Try not to look like he's blended, like he's sinking. So put a bit of this underneath. There we go. Pretty happy with that. Way that he's turned out. Really cool looking mini. go back a touch. Or not. He's stuck there forever. Yeah, really nice. So that is the Warpsmith. Pretty cool. Doc Ock. It works with the oval base as well. I mean, if you had him on a round base, all those tendrils and things would just... they'd just be like hovering in midair, like off of the base. So I can see why they've done that. They've done that with other models as well, where there's like long cloaks and things. But yeah, nice. That is the Warpsmith with his big old thunder hammer. So that's the first model in this live stream. I'll go make a cup of tea, because why not? So go grab yourself a drink or have a break or whatever you do. These are the spare parts. So just the axe, the head, and the other plain shoulder pauldron. They can go over there for a while until the review. The review won't be next week. It'll probably be the week after. And then we'll start on this. So the Autarch. Again, help me out in the comments, guys. What weapon to go for. I'm definitely going for the spear. Because there's no power sword. I think the spear's cool, but then it's what I go for afterwards. I'm not going for the shuriken pistol. And then I could go for the fusion, or I could go full web spinner and have the spinner weapon. I don't know what it's called, but anyway. Or I could go for the Reaper launcher. So it might be the fusion or the Reaper. We're going to go through the rules a little bit. And also, male or female? That's another question. I like the females like 2 tassels more than the straight cloth. Yeah. And I don't know. I think my other Autarch with wings is... I think he's a male. But yeah. So I've got some idea. It's going to be out of those 3 weapons and the spear. The web spinner jumper thing. Oh, head wise. Has to be the Banshee Mask thing. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm going to go for that. So I'm going to go for D14, D8, and then either one of those Ds. But either way, it's a lot of D. Right, I'm going to go grab a cup of tea. I'll be back in a couple minutes. You vote female fusion. Nah, nice one. Okay. So Chosen have a lot of options. Yeah. Yeah, if you looked at my unboxing earlier, I'll show you. This is the Chosen 2 sprues. Let's just look at this before. But you've got chain swords, you've got combi weapons, you've got power swords, loads of different heads. There's a pair of lightning claws there. You've got chain axes. You've got a mace. You've got loads of heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's part of the head. 13 heads from what I can see for a 5-man Chosen unit. Anyway, I haven't got time to build the Chosen in this live stream because I've already been streaming since 3, so we're almost at 2 hours already, and it's probably going to take me maybe an hour and a half or so for the Autarch, but the Chosen would take me longer because, well, other than the lightning claws, I wouldn't be able to decide. Anyway, I'll go and grab a cup of tea. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Let there be light. Let there be light. Okay, I have returned. I am back. Thank you so much, everyone, for waiting. Right, I'm all good to go again. Let's build this autark. The rules, by the way, they're in here. They look so much different than in this codex right here. This codex was made, off the top of my head, I want to say 2018. 2017. 2017, this codex, 128 pages. The new one's going to be over 200. We just have a quick look at the old autark rules. They're kind of like sandwiched here. You got Prince Uriel or Riel, I don't know, because you're worth it. Because your host is worth it. You've got the autark there. That was the rules for the autark. Yes, you also had some separate rules for the autark with sweeping wings, and then you had a sky runner, so you had an autark on a jet bike. But if we look at the new rules for the autark, right here, look at that. It's like a whole page. I mean, even if you were to say, oh, but super, you just add the swooping hawks with the autark and you get the same size. No, you don't. This is way bigger. Look at all those different weapons you've got. Stat line remains the same, by the way. You know, still 7 inches, 3 inches, 3 plus save. But you've got a Banshee blade. Where's the Banshee blade? What's the Starglaive? Is the Starglaive the spear? I mean, they don't equip you with a Banshee blade. Maybe just call it that. Scorpion chainsword though. Strength +2. You get 1 additional attack. Warp spider jump generator. The bearer has a move characteristic of 12 inches. Gains jump pack. Each time a normal move. Until that move, it can move through cover. When the bearer's unit makes a battle focus move, it can move 2d6 instead. When determining this distance, if 2 or more dice of 1 are made, bearer suffers 1 mortal wound. Might be worth doing, but if you get 2d6, so if you're getting 2 results of a 1, yeah, it's kind of like the old rules where they would jump and they like teleport into a mountainside or I don't know, off a cliff or something. Yeah, so battle focus, Strands of Fate, C Codex, Eldari. So this is getting ready for the new codex. But to give you some ideas, he, she, whatever, doesn't have. It has a shuriken pistol, and then that doesn't look like a fusion pistol to me. That looks like a dragon fusion gun, which is pretty nice. It's a decent range, 12 inches, assault 1, strength 9, AP -4, damage d6 +2, and then unit within half range is d6 +4 damage. So potentially 10 damage with that bad boy. Or you can give it the Death Spinner, which is like a flamer. Strength 6, AP -2 flamer. Automatically hits. Yeah, that's alright. And then you've got the Reaper Launcher, which is a 48-inch range. Heavy one-shot. Strength 8, AP -2, damage 3. Or it's got a Star Swarm shot, which is 2-shot. Strength 5, AP -2, damage 2. I mean, it would have been nice if Star Swarm was heavy 3. That would have been the. If it was heavy 3, I would go for the Reaper Launcher. As it stands, I might just go for the fusion gun. So really, what we're saying here, guys, is I'm just going to go for what they've gone for. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, that is the Starglaive. So fusion gun and Starglaive, female with that head helmet. That I'm just going to go for boring Bill over here. God, right, okay. Okay, let's build her up anyway, and I'll show you what's going on. This is the web generator thing. You thought Eldar was scared of the warp? Yeah, I guess so. But then again, they built the old webway gates, didn't they? So that they didn't have to traverse through the warp. And connected all the planets and things. I mean, that was the Emperor's goal as well. He didn't like warp travel. He wanted to connect all of the planets very quickly. So that if anything did happen, they could respond quicker, rather than, you know, planets waiting years and years before reinforcements arrived, only to find the planet already consumed by Tyranids, or, you know, civil war ravaged the planet. Pick your apocalyptic event. Right, that's a scorpion sword. It's a nice scorpion sword though. Nice scorpion sword. Long. Not quite as long as that Space Marine captain in Gravis armor. That's like one of the longest power swords ever. I mean, I suppose we could equip it with Nagash's sword. No, we can't. It's too much. Thank you about the bikes. Thank you, that's really kind. I should be all right. I've built flayed ones. They can't be as difficult as flayed ones. Should be okay. That's legs. This is the fusion gun, which I'm most likely going to go for. This is the helmet with it's more of like one of the Farseer helmets, isn't it? With one of these big shapes on the top, fins. This is the Reaper launcher. I'm really looking forward to the new Eldar. You know, this is the first. I mean, this is like one of the first sprues that says 2022 for me as well. It's quite cool. If I did get another one, I'd probably equip it with the webway jump, the Reaper launcher, maybe the chainsword, maybe. It's a shame you can't like give it a fist, like some kind of power fist thing. But anyway, that's the star clave. Yeah, the warp is a very dangerous place. Very, very dangerous. That's the Death Guard. D9. Oh, there it is. Building this Eldar and the others and the Avatar and things is actually getting me psyched for a Wraith Knight, because I don't own a Wraith Knight. I've never built one. But I'm very, very much excited about one of those. I'll try and pick one up like close to the release of them. Like just bundle one into the order. There's the shuriken pistol. Do we know what's going to be in the combat patrol for the Eldar? That's another one, another question. I suppose when people get their codexes, they'll be able to find out. Even if it's just, you know, a unit of Guardians and maybe the new Warlock or something, and some Wraith Guard or Wraith Lord, then I'll still probably pick it up. The previous two Start Collecting Eldar box sets, which you probably watched my reviews years ago, they were awesome. And the previous two Tyranid ones, absolutely fantastic. You know, thoroughly enjoyed those Eldar. Start Collecting. End of an era though. End of an era of getting 3, possibly 4 units for £50, or about almost 40 with a discount. End of an era. Right, I'm just going to clean these sprue flash off, and then get filing and build the sword arc. How does the jump thing work? What the warp spider jump generator? From what I've heard, I want to say it spins up. It doesn't. That's their weapons that kind of sort of spin up. I think it rips a hole in the materium, and then at the other point rips it open again, and sucks the. Yeah, I guess they're protected. They're shielded. It's like instant translocation in a way. A bit like teleporting, but I think the lore or the rules before, it was more accurate and faster than teleporting. We've all seen the Dawn of War opening cinematic, where the web spinner, the warp spider sort of appears and then fires a couple of shots. We've all seen that, and if you haven't, you need to go see it. It's quite cool. It's a bit dated now, but oh, that's what's happening. Yeah, I remember. So the Space Marine with the heavy bolter is firing the heavy bolter, and then the warp spinner, the warp spider, is kind of jumping from side to side. It's pretty cool. Mould lines so far, yeah, they're all right. Giving you a mould line update. I suppose I changed the blade the other days, and that has helped tremendously. I only changed it like a couple of days ago. It really does make a difference. I'm going to put this like samurai-esque banner on it. You have to put something on the back, and it's either this or the warp jump generator thing. And then this mini sun shield thing, this is what this reminds me of. It's a force shield, I think. I think this is their version of like a invulnerable save. And then just the base. So not that many parts. I think this will be done quicker than the Warpsmith. Yeah. Okay. We're getting there. So she, in the case of my one, is on a 32mm base. So the Chosen, actually. But the Rangers are on that strange 28mm. So this will be a Primaris base. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean all of the parts for this model. A couple of tricky parts, but like the legs and the arms, usually, and the heads, yeah. Really looking forward to the avatar, though, I have to say. Wonder if they'll announce that tomorrow. Thing is, though, there's some good PlayStation 5 games coming out over the next 3 weeks. Next week we've got Horizon. Week after we've got Elden Ring, which I'm super pumped up about. Then the week after that we've got Gran Turismo. I mean, some real heavy-hitting games there. I'm going to try and get all of these done before they drop. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. See, now I'm like, oh, do I go for the head? Do I go for the gun? Yeah, I'll go for the gun. That's the fusion. We've settled on the fusion, by the way. I need to find my Eldar, specifically the. I think I've got a set of Wraith Guards somewhere that I wouldn't mind building. From one of the box sets, but I need to find the Howling Banshees because, of course, I'll do a re-review. I know they only came out a couple of years ago, but I'll do a re-review of those. It'd be good to show you them compared to the old models, and that's the same for these Rangers as well. You know. Yeah, I think I'd like to do that. I think, just thinking about it, I'd love to do some re-reviews of Eldar. I know I've done that with Orcs in the past, for like October, but Eldar, yeah. Because I don't think I've ever done a big selection of Eldar reviews. Only piecemeal. Sort of like in the start collecting sets and things. So yeah, that's something that I'm seriously thinking about. I'm consciously leaving that spear till the last. Okay. This big shoulder pauldron, I think it is. What is this? Yeah, it's a nice sized shoulder pauldron. Okay. We'll do the banner and then the Starglaive, it's called. The big spear. Wildlines haven't been too bad on this. Not as bad as I thought they would be. The new Eldar, the other new Eldar, we'll see. I think they'll be alright though, you know. I think they'll be alright. Alright. Yeah, this spear is probably the thing that you'll have the most difficulty with the mould line. That being said, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Just a little bit on the hilt and the grip, the underside of the arm even. there's even a little bit on this Eldritch symbol or accessory, whatever you'd like to call that. Yeah, I think the mould lines are going to be difficult to pick up on because the parts are so thin. I think this will be shared across the rest of the new Eldar range. Mould lines sort of remind me a bit like Sisters of Battle. Not as solid as the Adeptus Mechanicus though, which is good. Just faint, but still there. Okay. Like on the underside of here, it's really quite hard to see, but I notice things like that. And in there. And potentially like in between there, but I can't. Yeah, there it is, just there. Okay, good. Maybe a little bit in there. Okay, I'm quite happy with that, the way that has gone. So now we will pop her together. Right, so I might change this glue. Should we change this glue? What's it looking like? Well, I think for this model we'll just use the Tamiya. Let's see how far we get with this. So first things first, we'll attach her chest like that. Then we'll go for the leg. Then we will go for the cape. Cape's quite thick, quite a flat area. Should take it though. With the spear, they want you to put this on first, which will go the other way. Okay, like that way. Seems to take quite well. I need a bit of a file for that. How is she holding that? Backwards. Kind of like behind the, or is it? Yeah, she's definitely holding it back. So that it doesn't impact on the holster. That's quite cool. Her head, you can move her head about, but we'll put the spear on. Starglaive, whatever you want to call it. Now that goes behind her, like so. That's quite cool. I like that. That goes together quite well. We'll have her head pose next. I want to sort of like that. Sort of. Maybe we can have a sort of actually. Not sure because they've put her head. Yeah, that'll be fine. The pauldron. This goes on top of that. Maybe I should have put that border on first before I put the head, but it seems to take quite well. It's good. Then I want you to put it on the base. There's faint outlines there where you can attach it, but hi Super, is there multi options for the Shroud Runners? I haven't built the Shroud Runners. I'm sorry. But if you give me a moment to finish this autark off, then I can find out for you. Got you covered, got you covered. Right, so they want us to put her in these exact places. But the thing is, the exact places don't match her feet. Yeah, they really don't match her feet. Ah, okay, maybe they do. Because her feet overlap. I'm scarily not used to that. I'm not used to, like, silly thin glue. Silly thin glue for the feet. Let's put some thicker glue on. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. I'll find out. I'm just very close to finishing her off. So I will. I've got the sprues next to me, so don't you worry. I think they do, from the looks of it, but we'll find that answer for you. Sometimes it is difficult to find that answer, like just from an unboxing actually. Okay, this should go on a little bit nicer now. So 1 foot towards the back and the other foot, yeah, much. There we go. Excellent. Right, we'll put her power plant on. And then we will. Okay, this goes on like that. Fair enough. And we'll put her. See what I mean? Much quicker than the Warpsmith. I'm glad I did the Warpsmith first though. Okay. I think that's worked out quite well. There she is. There's the autark with the spear and the fusion gun, which is what I wanted. So yeah, that is your brand new Eldar autark, wingless. I think I've got an autark already, so that's quite cool. But nice to get her as well. So there she is. They're the two like heroes of this set. Lots of spare parts of this autark. Putting that out there right now. Look at these. You got the spinner. You got the different chest plate. You've got two different heads, and you've got the scorpion chainsword and 3 ranged weapon: the Reaper launcher, the death spinner, flamer kind of weapon, and then the shuriken pistol. So yeah, more spare parts, potentially more usable spare parts than the Warpsmith as well. You know, you could probably use that chainsword, but notice how they've left something missing, the force shield thing. They've attached the force, so yeah, you're going to have to attach something on there to cover that up. These weapons, though, they have flat connection points, so you could put these on Guardians? Or like some kind of Guardian leader? I don't know. Possible, but they're the spare parts. Right, let me answer that question for you regarding the Shroud runners. Okay, so here's the... You said, do they have options? Yeah, so you've got two different variants there for number 17. You build all the jet bikes the same up to that point, and the I say the pilot, you know, the one at the front, I'd call him the pilot, or her the pilot. But then the rear one, you can go for the binoculars or monocular and Ranger rifle, or with the Ranger rifle aiming. For the others, as you can see, I think this one here has the Ranger rifle pointed down, and I don't think you've got any options there other than the heads. So the first one you have options, this one you don't, and then this one here, you've got an option for the pilot just to hold on or to aim the shuriken pistol, but the one in the back, you have to have that one aiming. So from the looks of it, only one of them you can have it aiming with the monocular, but the other two have to be in that pose, but you can have that one aiming the shuriken pistol or holding on. Okay, so I think that's answered your question there with that. Oh, this one as well, the monocular, the binocular. You can have her aiming the shuriken pistol. So you've got a couple of options for that first one, but then the others, one aiming the pistol, but the rear rangers have to be in the poses that you've that they kind of say. Hope that answers your question though. But as you can see, quite a lot of parts. I'm sure I spied 2 binoculars though. Definitely a load of heads, so you can have all of them with hoods, I think. Trying to find the binoculars. There's binoculars there holding them. Maybe there is only one. But then look, there's this holding the mine thing. Is that explained anywhere? It is, yeah. With this shuriken pistol, you can have it about to throw a... Is that an Eldar mine or Eldar grenade? So you've got a couple of options there. But yeah, the ones in the back you can't alter except for one of them. Alright, so hope that answers your question. No worries. I think by the looks of it, the Chosen have more options. I mean, this is a Chosen sprues. And there are, yeah, loads of chain axes, loads of chain swords, different power swords, maces, power fists, bolt guns, combi bolters, bolt pistols, combi melters even, like 13 heads or whatever for 5 of them. So this looks like, yeah, quite a good multi-part kit, this Chosen one. I'm wondering whether you can use some of these with a normal Chaos Space Marine set. I think you might be able to. That would be cool. Anyway, that's it for my live streams today and this afternoon and this evening, the start of this evening. If you're only just tuning in, I have started this stream from about 3 o'clock. So that is it. I've got things to do tomorrow. So, but there will be a video tomorrow, of course, and all of next week. So, you know, tune in. Hope you've enjoyed this content. I will be sprinkling some of these reviews in the next couple of weeks. Not next week, but definitely the week after. So you'll see these models and I'll review them and I'll go through the new rules and things. So, but thank you so much everyone for tuning in and the continued support. It means a lot. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday and your weekend, and I'll see you soon. The Emperor protects.